I grew up in an area where I wasn't exposed to Chinese culture very often. For me, it kind of seemed opposite of everything that I had grown up with, and I was fascinated by the different customs and the different beliefs and traditions that Chinese culture has. It's thousands of years old and embedded in so much history that I was interested in knowing more about that. I've come back to uni and studying international commerce, and I knew that I had to study a language in the 4-year degree that I'm going to be doing. And I saw on campus Confucius Institute were offering a study tour group, and I wanted to take part in that. So I applied online to do the interview process, and when I went in for the interview, I'd been practicing with apps for about 3 months, and walking in for the interview, I sat down and they had the test in front of me of what was my level and what did I understand, and I gave as much as I could of the paper. It got to a certain point where I was like, I don't know anything else on the page, but this is everything else that I know, and I just blurted out every single thing that I could think of. They could see how passionate I was to learn Chinese and what I really wanted to get out of it, and I think that came through in the interview as well, that like my goal was to learn Chinese and to be immersed in the culture, and I really want to be exposed to all of that. And once we arrived in Shanghai, it was straight into the university, and the grounds were just absolutely beautiful. Every day we were having dinners together, we were having lunches together. It really felt like a community that I had just been gifted. Studying each day as well, we would have morning sessions of practicing our Chinese. Everyone was at different levels in their Chinese proficiency. So me aiming for HSK level 2, I had support from others who were doing a lot higher levels. They just had my back, and each day in the evening sometimes I'd have people sit down with me as well and just help tutor me through. I did go originally into the program aiming for HSK level 1, and my teacher said to me, please don't try for level 2, and I was like, no, I've got this, I'm going to do it. And I ended up completing HSK level 2, and that didn't come from my own commitment. That came from having the support of everyone in the team. So I'm grateful for that opportunity with Confucius Institute as well. So the study tour group significantly helped my studies with Chinese in my second semester. Literally propelled my performance forward. And my writing and speaking was just 10 times better than what I had previously been, and I felt more confident as well going into my second semester. And not just because I had dedicated so many hours to improving my Chinese, but also because the people around me that I had made friends with, that helped me to keep going with my Chinese studies. So I felt a lot more confident and supported through the process from my first semester to my second semester, and that really helped. So I will be continuing studying Chinese next semester as well. The goal is to be back in China in 2019. I want to spend a year there studying. I really want to get it down pat. Okay, so if I was to give any advice for wanting to do Confucius Institute, I would say that it is a challenge, and you do have to step up and apply yourself, and it's a long journey. You have to be dedicated to what you want to do and what you want to achieve, but it is so worth it if you commit yourself to it. So that would be what I would share in terms of a tip.